I'm Amon's brother.
Oh, I called it!
He's a waterbender and a bloodbender.
Yeah, he's a bender!
What?
I was right about you. You are a weakling.
That's one of the saddest stories I've ever heard.
Hey, amen. Alright, The Legend of Korra Season 1 finale. Last episode was so good. It pretty much answered every question I had. And it set up what I'm expecting to be a pretty epic display of potentially exposing Amon, who is Tarlok's brother. That backstory was fantastic. I've got a feeling there are going to be some really iconic moments in this episode here. This whole season has been really good. They've managed to pack a lot of depth into what really is a short season, and they've told the story and written the characters and developed them really well. I'm very impressed by The Legend of Korra thus far. People in the comments have been really good at informing me of the issues that Korra had with Nickelodeon and whatnot. Pretty tragic. I can only imagine what The Legend of Korra as a whole show would be like if it was slated for more than one season at a time. But for what it is, as a standalone, season 1 has been fantastic, and I'm really excited to see what happens in the following seasons as well. But with all that being said, I'm ready for this finale. I'm ready for it to be epic. The Avatar season finales were always really good, so we'll see what they've got cooking in this episode. So like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access and uncut watch-along versions of all of these Korra reactions if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Chapter 12, Endgame. Okay, here we go. Well, here we go.
I think we found our secret airfield.
Every time I hear his voice, man.
Why would there be fence posts but no fence?
Electric? Yeah. We could have seen that one coming. Dude, these mechs are pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. And this graphic of Amon, pretty sick. Oh, this whole situation is pretty sick. Now, how are they gonna make him bend, though? That's the thing.
A firebender struck down my entire
This was the
family
story.
and left me scarred.
That's a lie, Amon. Or should I call you Noatak?
Oh, she's pretty bold just jumping out like this.
The spirits didn't give him the power to take people's bending away. He uses blood bending to do it. Amon is a waterbender.
But wait, they're gonna need some proof though.
His father was Yakone, and his brother is Councilman Tarlok.
Bombshell after bombshell. Oh!
This is what a firebender did to me.
I mean, that could still be true. Oh, shit. Now, we didn't know about this. No, not the kids, man. Not Milo.
They got away.
Yeah.
We saw them get away.
We did.
Asami, I know I have hurt you, and I am sorry. But I believe that one day you will come to your senses.
Are you insane? How can we be a family after everything you've
Yeah,
done?
talk your shit.
Mom would hate you for what you've become.
How dare you! I am avenging her death!
Nah, Hiroshi's a dick. Get him out of here. I was thinking, okay, Naga.
Over here! Who needs a metal bender? We got Naga!
Yes, sir. Oh, Asami using all her father's gear, though. It's kind of hard, man.
What do you know? Just like a future industries forklift.
That's handy as hell. Dude, Asami is so badass, man. Oh, he's doing the thing. I know it's not the thing that you guys keep mentioning in the comments. It's just something I say a lot.
Tonight, I rid the world of airbending. Forever.
Amon?
Let's go, Marco. Oh, sick. Sick.
Where are Pema and the baby?
In prison.
Saifong?
I don't know.
She got no bending. Tenzin is on the loose. And Tenzin sat him down, though.
Get them out of here. We'll create a diversion.
Let's go get your mother and the baby.
Prison break!
Jesus Christ. Right, he's doing it.
Let her go!
How do we get out of this? Ain't no way.
I told you I would destroy you.
There is no shot. Oh, he's so clean with it, man. Okay. Ooh. That guy's dead. No, he's in the parachute. Blow the mask up. Yeah, good, good, good. Yeah, good, good. That's big time.
Thanks for looking out for me, Aang.
Yes, sir. Ooh, I like that. Man, give Bolin his flowers, man. He's a dope ass earthbender. Hey, Naga. Naga's the best, man. Here we go, this will be good. Oh, don't fight in the mechs, please.
You ungrateful, insolent child!
Hold on now.
I now see there is no chance to save you!
This guy's a freak. Bolin. On Naga! Talk your shit, Bolin. Sit down, dickhead. Hey, say something.
You really are a horrible father.
Let's go, Asami. Yeah, tragic. I get it. But she doing the right thing.
Finally, you are powerless.
Bro.
Amon! Everything the Avatar said is true, isn't it?
Oh, he's seen it.
I just saw you, Bloodbender. You traitor! I dedicated my life to you!
You served me well, Lieutenant.
Dude. Yes, sir! Marco! Right? Now Amon's homie is still alive. The lieutenant?
My bending.
Everything will be all right. We just need to get out of
It
here.
will be. I still don't know how. Now, he left his lieutenant back there, though. That's gonna come back to bite him.
I'm impressed. No one has ever gotten the better of me like that.
Oh, shit.
It is almost a shame to take the bending of someone so talented. Almost.
She's airbending! Let's go! But, like, how?
I can airbend?
I can airbend!
But he's never taken an airbender's bending away before.
No, you don't.
Okay! Oh, it's so satisfying, man.
Did you see what happened? Who was that?
Is he gonna waterbend? They're all gonna see him. Ooh. And he's done. And just like that, he's done. Ah, it was paint. I thought he was bleeding.
The scar's fake.
The Avatar was telling the truth!
Bye-bye, Amon. No shot he gets away though. Dude, I thought she was gonna go into the Avatar state. That would have been sick. But airbending, just as good.
Noah talk.
It's over, brother. I'm sorry for what I had to do to you.
Our father set us on this path. I should have left with you when we were boys.
Leave with me now. We have a second chance. We can start over together.
Like their father.
You're all I have left in the world.
Well, I really don't know what I want them to do.
I can't believe Amon got you too.
Hey, at least you unlocked your airbending.
Bro, not the time.
Bro. Is Boomy?
You saved Republic City.
But Amon got away.
Yay! Uncle Boomy's here!
Great.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I have to entertain my brother.
The two of us together again. There's
Damn.
nothing we can't do.
Yes, Noah
Fresh
talk.
start?
It will be just like the good old days.
That was not something I was expecting. And it looked like Noah Tuck knew as well.
I've tried everything in my power, but I cannot restore Korra's bending.
Damn, that was like my last idea.
Korra can still airbend, but her connection to the other elements has been severed.
It's going to be all right, Korra.
No, it's not.
Once again, not where I thought we'd be at all.
Go away.
I will. But I just want you to know, I'm here for you.
No, I mean go away. Back to Republic City. Get on with your life. I'm not the Avatar anymore. You don't need to do me any favors.
I don't care if you're the Avatar or not. When Tarlok took you, I was losing my mind at the thought of never seeing you again. I realized... I love you, Korra.
I can't.
Oh,
Korra!
dude. This is not where I thought we'd be. Everything
Be
is
patient with her.
backwards.
It will take time for her to accept what has happened.
Dangerous place to be standing right now, with where her head's at, probably. That's tragic, though, man.
Not now, Tenzin. I just want to be left alone.
But you called me here.
It's Aang.
Aang.
You have finally connected with your spiritual self. When we hit our lowest point, we are open to the greatest change.
Oh, dude, it hits. I could have never seen it happening this way. Hey, show me something, Korra. Show me something. Oh no, not the Avatar state. I didn't think it would be like this. Hey, you already know.
I love you too.
Aw, look at these guys. Dude, dude, if all you ever got was 12 episodes of Korra, it would have been really good, man. And here it is. Soundtrack, everything. Now this is where I thought we'd be. They really had me there for a minute. Show me something, Lin.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you, Avatar Korra.
Avatar Korra. Oh, dude, it was so good. Dude, what a ride. Dude, and this is something that gets me in real life as well. I am just so gullible. 5 minutes ago, my head was at like, oh, is this stuff gonna continue on to the next seasons? Like, I was under the impression that it wasn't, right? Which is obviously the case. But I was thinking, damn, are we going into season 2? Like, Korra can only airbend and then she has to go back and get, the other elements and whatnot. Like, my head was just all over the place. It's just written so well that I just get sucked into it, man. But dude, what a finale, man. Like you can see, there's almost no open ends here. Which to me, I don't have a problem with. Because obviously in The Last Airbender, there was the massive overarching threat of like the war and the comet, and that spanned it over the whole show. It was always there. Korra, it's not been like that, and obviously, like I've said already, it was only slated for 1 season initially, but they've done such a good job of tying up all of the ends. Oh, this is going to be a good chat. Dude, that Tarlok and Noatak scene, that is heavy, man. That might be the heaviest thing I've seen in The Last Airbender or Korra, man. Like, that was a lot. That's my favorite episode thus far. I think episode 11 was my favorite, but then I saw this one. This is clearly my favorite episode. All right, that was really good. All right, that was perfect. Honestly, I don't have a single thing to really pick apart, not just from this episode, but from the whole season. It's going to be really interesting going into season 2 and it almost feeling like a clean slate. Obviously, there are so many things for them to build on, like the relationships, like going on in Team Avatar. What else might be going on in the world? Like, it's a big world. We've only been in Republic City this whole time. Like, The Last Airbender, we went everywhere. So, there are so many directions they could take. I'm really excited to see all of that. But this episode was great. It really gave like The Last Airbender finale vibes. Like, people were split off, doing their own thing. We had the squad of like Naga and Asami, Bolin, and the new General Iroh raiding this airship. That was sick. Give everyone their flowers, man. Iroh's up there jumping through planes and dealing with all of that. Bolin's down here. Give him his flowers, man. He's a really good earthbender, and he's good with the comedic relief as well. And Asami having her big moment with her father as well. That's so tough, man. Asami's been through an awful lot this season, man. But outside of her, little jabs she threw towards Marco, she's done pretty much everything the right way. Like, she's handled the stuff with her father, as tough as that might be. She's done the right thing there. She's just been a really good character, man. So like, I'm really excited to see her hopefully hang around throughout the rest of the show. We'll see how her dynamic with Marco and Korra develops as well. And then Korra and Marco being off together and being the ones to really stop Amon was just big time. It was really sick. Like, Korra just doesn't care. Like, she's just revealed herself at Amon's rally, and it was really like just the battle of words. Like, Amon kind of had the most proof, I guess, like when he revealed the scar. But like I said, what does that prove, man? And it wasn't even real, but like, it was fake. But it at the very least, like, makes the Equalists, believe Amon, and not that what Korra was telling them, like he's actually a bender and everything. They needed to see him do it, which they did at the end. But the one thing we didn't get to see is how they actually captured Tenzin and the kids. That came out of nowhere, but it worked out for us because we managed to free Tenzin, and Tenzin was the one who sat Amon down first. Like, that was great. Lots of emphasis on Tenzin, not just himself, but the people around him are very putting his family and his kids first, which outside of just being, a good thing, it's also like, this is one of the last lines of airbending, right? But that did lead us to it just being Amon, Korra, and Marco. And dude, when Amon took Korra's bending, that's when I really started to run out of ideas and theories about how we were going to resolve all of this. Because that's not something I saw happening, but like, Marco was really clutch. He had some sick moments. Like, even Amon said himself, like, he's never been like put down like that before, like by Marco like that. And I love that they included Amon's lieutenant coming in, seeing Amon bloodbend, and instantly just renounce himself of Amon. Nothing ended up really coming of that. I thought the lieutenant might have escaped and like told people that he saw Amon bloodbend. But it was really symbolic. It showed that, Amon's right-hand man pretty much was willing to stop following Amon because, he was just a liar. And just before we get to the other Equalists also following suit, we get Korra unlocking her airbending, right? Like, Marco was about to lose his bending, and that was what triggered Korra into airbending. Now, I was thinking, like, obviously we don't know the ins and outs, like the actual specifics of how Amon is blocking the bending with his blood bending, like how specifically he's doing it, but he would have never taken an airbender's bending away before. Like, that's the only thing I have on that, but that was dope. I did talk over like a little bit of it. I was really excited, but once Korra like had lost her bending, I completely put any idea of Korra airbending out of my mind. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. That was a really welcome surprise, really dope, and that led to, Amon having to water bend in front of everyone. His scar has washed off, and that was it. It was over. Obviously, we didn't get like a super concrete conclusion on like the public, like the class division and all of that. Maybe that's something they'll cover in season 2. Personally, I'm not too bothered by that. Everything else that happened was fantastic. I imagine for the most part, the Equalists, they've seen Amon bend. He was a massive liar. All of this was wrong. Korra's like a fully realized avatar now. Maybe she can just, lead the Republic City now, and, and everything can become equal in the better way. And before this ending sequence, Amon escapes and he goes to Tarlok, his brother. Now, this was a really good scene for me because I didn't know what I wanted from it. You really feel differently about Tarlok after all the backstory. Like, I would have been happy for Tarlok to be reintroduced somehow as a different character. But when Amon Noatak came to Tarlok, it was just like Yukon, right? Like, we can leave, find a fresh start somewhere and hopefully not try to once again follow in Yukon's footsteps. And I was thinking, damn, I could actually be about that if they both leave and just go off and try and live peacefully somewhere. I'm like, I would be down for that. But I think they both realized that they've done some really bad things, and maybe even the fact that they are bloodbenders and that blood bending shouldn't exist. But Tarlok was looking at the gloves and then back to Noatak. Dude, it's so heavy, man. It's almost too much for me to unpack, but there was just that shot. I'll go back to it. I'll bring it up on my screen as well. But Noatak had tears in his eyes, like he knew it was going to happen. Or maybe it's because they were just talking about it'll be just like the good old days, and maybe the thought of that was making Noatak, reminisce or something. Dude, either way, that came out of nowhere for me almost. I mean, the obvious conclusion for me was Noatak getting locked up, and maybe along with Tarlok. I was thinking at the start of the episode, like I could see, Tarlok was in jail, Amon was free, and maybe they would have, switched places by the end. I could have seen that happening, but this was something else. And I wonder if people will ever find out about that. I wonder if they ever revisit this in season 2. Like, maybe people never know. So interesting, man. That was a big twist. Now, this whole ending sequence was a whole journey in itself. Now, when they showed Katara, see, this is one of the theories I had, that because bloodbending was what was stopping people from bending, maybe Katara, as a known bloodbender, could maybe undo it, but no, she couldn't. She was talking about healing, and I was thinking, oh, maybe she doesn't want to use bloodbending, but it just had nothing to do with that. And then it was really tragic, and I didn't really react a lot because I was just thinking, like, how do we wrap this up then? Korra, the Avatar, she can't bend, she's just left Marco hanging. Like, I was very sympathetic with Korra, like, don't get it twisted. Like, that's tragic. Like, she's been the whole season not being able to airbend, and now the only thing she can do is airbend. Like, and she's been a very proud Avatar, so that's got to be super tough for her, man. And then, she's on this cliff, and after that Tarlok and Noatak scene, man, I was having some bad thoughts when she was just staring, off that cliff face, in probably the most vulnerable moment of her life. And you don't even know the chills I got when I realized that was Aang standing next to Korra. Like, dude, I clicked onto it just before they showed his face. Dude, I love stuff like that. Aang's there. Like, she's established a proper connection with her spiritual side. All the avatars are there. You got Roku, you got Kyoshi. I saw them all, man. Even in the back here, you can see, I've forgotten her name, but the airbending avatar that Aang connects with in one of the last episodes of The Last Airbender. But Korra connecting with Aang and Aang giving her bending back, I could have never. What I did predict, and what was probably the most obvious outcome, was Korra as the Avatar being able to give everyone their bending back, which is what happens, but it's how we get to that I could have never. With Korra losing her bending and then Aang giving it back to her, dude, it was so good. And don't even get me started on Avatar State Korra. Like, that's something I'd completely forgotten about as well because of everything else that was going on. And she had her big epic scene. She's, you know, up on the cliff, doing her water bending thing with all the other bendings, like, you know, that we saw Roku do in flashbacks, that we saw Aang do. It was just super satisfying. Korra and Mako get to say the words to each other. That was really satisfying, a really heartwarming moment. And then Korra's giving Lin her bending back, and then the rest is history. You know, Tenzin saying he is so proud of Avatar Korra. You just feel like everything's come full circle, and roll the credits. Like, fantastic. I have been hearing that season 2 is potentially the weakest of the 4. By no means bad, but season 1 has set my expectations for what's to come later on in the show. Like, this was absolutely fantastic. Korra's been such a different journey for me than The Last Airbender. I was quite familiar with The Last Airbender before I started doing it on the channel. I'd seen a little bit of the show already. I was very familiar with the characters, but Korra, I knew absolutely nothing about. Like, the only connection I had to it was that, you know, it's a continuation of The Last Airbender. And it's really blown me away. It's been really refreshing going into this with no expectations because it's just been such a good journey. And we're only just getting started. We've got, what, 40 more episodes of this? Dude, I'm gonna have some fun with the rest of Korra. Oh, we got to see Boomy as well, and he was giving it classic Boomy vibes as well. I love that. Hilarious that we didn't actually end up needing him for anything, I think. But I'm looking forward to getting to see him and their other sibling as well. More of the world, more characters with connections to old characters. I'm really keen to see all of it in the rest of Korra. But that's going to do it for season 1 of The Legend of Korra. Season 2 coming ASAP. And thank you all so much for the continued support on the channel for Korra thus far. I think the Avatar finale going into the start of Korra has done a lot for the channel. I really appreciate all of you being consistent in the comments and with the views. It's been really cool. Really excited to keep it going through the rest of Korra. And with that being said, if all of you Korra viewers want me to react to any other shows specifically, please let me know. And if any of them interest me, I'd be happy to oblige. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. And we'll see you all in the next season of The Legend of Korra.